So welcome to the Media Outlet, your favorite place to be, where you can plug into the latest in entertainment news. My name is Jacob Hayworth and I'm the host. This week we are focusing on the Oscars. The 88th Academy Awards will air live on Sunday, February 28th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on ABC. The Oscars will be jam-packed with over 150 nominees in 24 different categories. To start off the show right, we're going to pass it to Anastasia Tuttle for her fun fact pack over the history of the Academy Awards. Let's take a look.
This is me, Anastasia Tuttle with the Media Outlet, and this week we're going to talk about fun facts of the Oscars. Let's go check it out.
The Oscars, live Oscar Sunday, February 28th on ABC.
The first Academy Awards took place in 1929 at the Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel in Los Angeles, California. It was a private dinner with around 270 people. Now the Oscars take place at the Dolby Theater with a 500-foot red carpet and a capacity of 3,300 seats. The Academy Awards is an invite-only award show. While everyone knows the show as the Oscars, it actually has an official name, the Academy Award of Merit. The name Oscar was given by Margaret Herrick, the Academy librarian. On first seeing the statues in 1931, she remarked, "Why, that looks like my Uncle Oscar." Her uncle's name, by the way, was Oscar Pierce. For those wondering, wow, that statue looks really heavy. The Oscars actually weigh 8.5 pounds and is 13.5 inches tall. In 1950, a rule was made that the Oscar winners cannot officially sell their statue without offering it back to the Academy for $1 first. Three of the most successful films in Oscar history are Ben-Hur, Titanic, and Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, with each winning 11 awards. At 234 minutes, Gone with the Wind was one of the longest films to ever win a Best Picture award. The youngest person to ever win an Oscar was Tatum O'Neal. She was 10 years old when she won Best Supporting Actress for Paper Moon in 1973. At age 82, Christopher Plummer was the oldest person to ever win an Academy Award. He won in the category Best Actor in a Supporting Role for the movie Beginners in 2010. One of my favorite people, Walt Disney, actually won a whopping 22 Academy Awards from 59 nominations. This year is Leonardo DiCaprio's 6th Academy Award nomination, but he has not won yet. I hope this year will finally be his year. Thanks for watching, guys. Back to you, Jacob.
That was an awesome fun fact pack, in my opinion. You know, I thought that Avatar would have been in that category for 11 Oscars, but I guess it just kind of barely fell short. And also the thing about selling the Oscar, like you have to try and sell it back to the Academy for $1 before you can sell it to someone else. Like why wouldn't the Academy buy it for $1? It was just kind of interesting, I guess, that they make you do that. But it is time for my weekly rant, where I rant 1 whole minute about topics that annoy me in the entertainment world. Go ahead and start the timer. Now, one thing that I am going to be upset about, this is if this happens, is if Leonardo DiCaprio does not win Best Acting. Because if he does not win Best Acting, that means, you know, that the Oscars and the Academy is kind of just like playing favorites, and it's kind of a more political game instead of looking at actually who the best actor is. I mean, come on, hands down, Leonardo DiCaprio is the best actor in that category. You know, who else is going to beat him in this? You know, they say that Michael Fassbender could beat him, but come on, really? Everything that Leonardo DiCaprio has done in a role is just astounding. You know, he cut his hand once in a live shoot, and he just kept going with blood just coming out of his hand. I mean, this guy does everything for a movie, and why has he not won an Oscar yet? I don't know. But he better win this year, and if he doesn't, I am going to boycott the Oscars. What? Okay, now that's done, we're going to take it to break. We'll be right back with the Media Outlet. Don't go away. Welcome back to the Media Outlet, the place for you to plug into the latest in entertainment news. I'm Jacob Hayworth, and we are continuing with our pre-Oscars coverage. We're going to give it to Jake Reagan for his pack over the nominees for Best Picture. Let's take a look at this one.
What's up, Media Outlet viewers? Jake here, and this week it's all about the Oscars. And I'll be breaking down the most sought-after award of the night, the category of Best Picture. The 8 movies being nominated for the award are The Revenant, Room, The Martian, Spotlight, The Big Short, Bridge of Spies, Brooklyn, and Mad Max Fury Road. But today I will only be breaking down 2 for you, so let's get started with what movies I have with the best shot at winning. Mad Max Fury Road.
In this wasteland, I am the one who runs from both the living and the dead. A man reduced to a single instinct. Survive.
Directed and written by George Miller, the Mad Max franchise's latest installment is some of its best work yet. Tom Hardy and Charlize Theron star in the leading roles in a post-apocalyptic Australia where they must rebel to possibly bring order back to the crazed world they are a part of. You must see this movie to truly understand what this world is all about. This is the first of the Mad Max series to be nominated for an Academy Award with 10 nominations from Best Hair and Makeup to Best Editing and of course Best Picture. Now let's check out some of the action.
I want them back! They're my property!
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Overall, Mad Max has a great shot and will definitely be working on a speech for this Sunday night. Next up, The Big Short.
Michael, how are you?
I found something really interesting.
The whole housing market is propped up on these bad loans. They will fail.
The housing market is rock solid.
It's a time bomb.
So Mike Burry, who gets his hair cut at Supercuts and doesn't wear shoes, knows more than Alan Greenspan.
Dr. Mike Burry, yes, he does.
This Oscar-nominated movie retells the story of the 2005 U.S. housing crisis through 3 different perspectives. When Michael Burry, played by Christian Bale, finds out there is a huge flaw in loans that big banks are giving out for homes, he and a group of investors must work together to turn things in their favor. With no shortage of stars, The Big Short has a top-billed cast of Steve Carell, Ryan Gosling, Brad Pitt, and Christian Bale, who is nominated for Best Actor in a Supporting Role. Along with those 2, the film has also grabbed 3 other nominations for Best Directing, Best Editing, and Best Adapted Screenplay. The Big Short is a well-told story and has a strong shot at the award for Best Picture this Sunday. I would be willing to bet that either one of these movies has a great chance this weekend to grab the elusive award, so keep that in mind when you watch this Sunday night. Now back to the media outlet.
Thank you, Jake. I thought that was a pretty good pack. I'm not too sure, though, about Mad Max. I heard that it was good, but I just don't think it's going to be as good as The Big Short or The Revenant. But you were telling me that in Oscar history, only 10 movies have won in the Best Picture category, which were not nominated for Best Editing. So for the nominees this year, the odds are in the favor of The Revenant, Spotlight, Big Short, and Mad Max Fury Road, as they are nominated in the Best Editing category. That's kind of interesting. I wonder if this year it will continue that trend. But it's time for a new segment by Alexis Thompson. She's going to do a Man on the Street pack over the Oscars. Let's see what she got from our fellow Bearcats.
Hey guys, I'm Alexis Thompson in the Student Union, coming to you with a special on the Oscars. So I'm about to go out and ask a few of your fellow Bearcats what they think is going to happen this Sunday. I've heard a lot of reviews on The Revenant. I personally wasn't a big fan. How'd you feel about it?
Well, honestly, I love the screenplay. I love Leonardo, but I'm not sure if he's going to get it this year.
I don't know if this is the film that he's going to get it on.
It was a lot of great films that came out this year. If he does get it, I'll be really happy for him because he definitely deserves it. But if he doesn't, I definitely would understand why he didn't.
Well, John Wayne didn't win one until he was late in his career, so it just depends on the movie and what other movies come out at that time. So,
huge Leonardo fan. Titanic is my favorite movie.
Oh my gosh, that's such a good movie. Okay, so if Leo doesn't win, how are you going to feel about this?
I'm going to be very, very upset. He's such a talented actor, and every role he plays, he kills it. So, I don't understand why he wouldn't get an Oscar.
Did you see The Revenant?
I did not.
So, how are you going to be a Leo fan and not and not even see his movie.
I mean, I just haven't had the time, but like I read all the articles about how much work he put into it, and like I've seen clips and like the trailers, so.
Well, I guess that's good enough for you.
I wish, but no, my parents did.
What did they say about it?
They said it was sick. That the bear scene was like live. I mean, obviously not live, but it looked real.
It was pretty gruesome, I'll say that. How do you feel about Jennifer Lawrence? She's nominated for the movie Joy this year. So how, like, based off of what you've seen her as her acting skills, how do you think she is as an actress?
I think she's a strong actress, but I mean, I'm not the biggest fan. She is the most endorsed actor, according to Forbes.
Jennifer Lawrence, she is the realest, let me tell you. I'm so happy to see an actress who is just like completely herself, like she doesn't want to change her body, despite like what anyone says, and I just think she's a really down-to-earth person.
Okay, do you watch any animated movies?
Like define like anime or like?
Kind of like Inside Out and.
I've seen Inside Out. I love that movie.
How good was it? It was amazing, right?
That movie was great. It was like you started off hating sadness, and then you ended up hating joy, and then you loved sadness, and then you loved them both. And
Yeah, hands down the best movie. But
what's Inside Out?
Yeah.
That melted my heart.
You plan on watching the Oscars?
Yeah, I do eventually.
Eventually, it airs on the 28th. Are you gonna record it?
No, I'll just find it online.
Okay, that sounds more like it. So there you have it. Your fellow Bearcat family has spoken, and many of us are rooting on Leo. So if he doesn't win, we're all going to be pretty disappointed. Once again, I'm Alexis Thompson, and tune into the Oscars this Sunday.
Jennifer Lawrence is a pretty awesome actress. However, I do not think that she will win this year. I think that Brie Larson will take it for sure for The Room, because her acting in The Room is just so, man, it just seemed like she just completely dove into her character. Amazing film. Awesome. Seriously, watch The Room. I know it's not going to win Best Picture, but it's a phenomenal film nonetheless. But we're going to head to break now. We'll be right back with the Media Outlet. Welcome back to the Media Outlet. I'm the host, Jacob Hayworth. It's time for Melissa Long's pack over the nominees for Best Original Song.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Melissa Long with the Media Outlet, and it is that time of the year when all of your friends are talking about the Oscars. And since you don't want to be left out, I'm here to give you guys the inside scoop on all the nominees up for Best Original Song. First up, it's Simple Song number 3 by David Lang, and it's from the film Youth. Let's check it out. This is David Lang's first Oscar nomination, and this entire film is actually built around this song, and I think that's pretty cool. The music is performed by soprano Sumi Jo, violinist Victoria Molova, the BBC Concert Orchestra, and the Berlin Radio Choir. Lang's score represents the compositions written by the film's protagonist, who is a classical composer and conductor who is near the end of his career. Who knew opera could sound so sweet? Next up in the running is Lady Gaga's Till It Happens to You. This is featured in the documentary film The Hunting Ground, which focuses on campus rape in the United States.
How it feels till it happens to you, you won't know, it won't be real, no it won't.
We actually talked about this song here in the Media Outlet last semester. This song is also featured in a public service announcement video directed by Catherine Hardwicke. Next up, we have Writings on the Wall by Sam Smith. It's from the 2015 James Bond movie, Spectre. This song has received received mixed reviews, especially when compared to previous Bond theme songs. Because of all the attention from its mixed reviews, the single became the first Bond movie theme to reach #1 in the UK singles chart. Next up, we have Manta Ray by J. Ralph and Anthony Grigardi, and it's from the film Racing Extinction. Let's take a listen. Anthony Grigardi is the lead singer of Anthony and the Johnsons. This year, she's making history by being the second openly transgender woman to be recognized in awards ceremony history. The film Racing Extinction focuses on the destruction mankind does to different species around the world. Out of all the films in this lineup, this is definitely my favorite and the one I recommend the most. Lastly, we have Earned It by Canadian singer The Weeknd. Here it is.
You're always worth it, and you deserve it. The way you work it, 'cause girl, you
This song was released as the lead single from the soundtrack to the 2015 film 50 Shades of Grey and was included on The Weeknd's second studio album. Earned It peaked at #3 on the Billboard Hot 100, making it The Weeknd's first top 5 single. The song's popularity made 50 Shades of Grey the latest soundtrack to generate concurrent top 10 singles, along with Ellie Goulding's Love Me Like You Do, which peaked at #3. I'm definitely going to predict that either Earned It or Till It Happens to You will win Best Original Song. Now you guys have the inside scoop on all the nominees up for Best Original Song. I'm Melissa Long with the media outlet, and I'm sending it back to you, Jacob.
Thank you, Melissa. That was definitely correct. Earned It or Until It Happens to You is definitely going to win. Hands down. However, for me personally, I didn't really like that Till It Happens to You is like really nominated, because to me it didn't really feel like this song was made for this movie. It seems like that it was made for like the topic of rape and everything, but it wasn't made specifically for the movie. And I guess that kind of just doesn't settle well with me. So I actually kind of hope that Earned It, even though I'm not a big fan of that song, I do hope that that song wins. Now we will pass it to Erin Wilkins for her pack over the nominees for Best Actor and Actresses in a Leading Role.
Hello everyone, I'm Erin Wilkins here to tell you about the one, the only Oscars. Best Actor and Actress nominees, first up, the actors. #1, Leonardo DiCaprio in The Revenant. The film is about a frontiersman from the 1820s who goes on a fur trading expedition and finds himself fighting for his life after being mauled by a bear. The man was left to die after he was abandoned by his hunting team.
My boy, and he took him from me, you understand?
Next up, we have Eddie Redmayne in The Danish Girl. The film is about the life of a Danish artist who transitions into Lily Elbe. The story navigates through the life and journey as a transgender individual.
There was a moment when I wasn't me. There was a moment when I was just Lily.
But Lily doesn't exist. We were playing a game.
Something changed.
I think Eddie Redmayne is amazing for playing such a controversial role. I think this role is extraordinary and out of the box, so he definitely receives major props from me. Third, we have Bryan Cranston in Trumbo. Dalton Trumbo was Hollywood's best screenwriter in 1947, but was soon blacklisted and jailed along with some of his peers for their political beliefs.
Well then, quick, lad. Let's sell this little beauty and split the take 50-50.
Ridiculous. I'll take 10%.
You'll take 20. No, 30. And that's my final offer.
Next up, we have Matt Damon in The Martian. The film is about an astronaut named Mark Watney who is stranded on a deserted planet after he is left behind by his crew after a fierce storm. With little supplies, he must find a way to survive and signal to Earth that he is indeed alive.
Right. Let's do the math. Our service mission here was supposed to last 31 souls. For redundancy, they sent 68 souls worth of food. That's for 6 people. So for just me, that's gonna last 300 souls, which I figure I can stretch to 400 if I ration. So I gotta figure out a way to grow 3 years worth of food here.
Last but not least, we have Michael Fassbender in Steve Jobs. The film takes us behind the scenes of the digital revolution. It shows the ultimate challenge of fame and success. The story flows through 3 iconic product launches and ends with the launch of the iMac in 1998.
Jobs insists, I'm quoting, 28% of the male population of the United States could be the father.
I wasn't saying you slept with 28% of American men. I was using an algorithm based on the blood test, which said there was a 94.1% chance that I'm the father.
You're trying.
Now on to the actress nominees. First up, we have Cate Blanchett in the film Carol. An older married woman develops an intimate relationship with an aspiring photographer. The stakes are high when Carol must choose between seeing her daughter or pursuing the woman that may possibly be the love of her life.
Would you like to come visit me this Sunday?
Yes.
What a strange girl you are.
Why?
Flung out of space.
Next up, we have Brie Larson in The Room. 5-year-old Jack and his mother are confined to one room, enclosed and trapped. After the two miraculously escape, Jack makes a thrilling discovery that there's more to this world than one room.
In the world 37 hours.
That's us.
I've seen windows and hundreds of cars and birds and Grandma and Grandpa.
Jack?
The third actress nominated for an Oscar is Jennifer Lawrence in Joy. The film is the story of an independent and strong woman who rose to become founder and matriarch of a family business dynasty.
Girl from Oklahoma, because in America, all races and all classes can meet and make whatever opportunities they can, and that is what you feel when you reach into people's homes.
Our fourth nominee is Charlotte Rampling in 45 Years. It's the anniversary of a married couple, happy and loving. In an instant, the lives of the couple is changed after they received shattering news that could in turn change the course of their lives.
We never talked about it in all the years that we've known each other. And it's tainted everything.
Finally, we have Saoirse Ronan in Brooklyn. An Irish immigrant in the 1950s quickly falls in love with a local man. However, once her past catches up with her, she must choose where she wants to exist, in the past or in the here and now.
I'll sign up for 2 movies.
Really?
Yes. Even if the first date is a disaster, I'll give it another chance.
That's all the actor and actress nominees for the Oscars. Don't forget to watch on February 28th. This is Aaron Wilkins with The Media Outlet.
Thank you, Aaron. I think, as I said in my rant, that Leonardo DiCaprio is going to win Best Actor, but Michael Fassbender is the one that is possible to take it away from him. Now, for the Best Actress, as I said, I believe Brie Larson is going to win. I also heard some really great things about Saoirse Ronan for her movie Brooklyn, and I heard that her acting in that was pretty phenomenal. One other category I'd like to mention is Best Cinematography. Now, the guy that did Birdman, which won last year, and the year before that, Gravity, also did The Revenant. Now, this would be a back-to-back-to-back win if he wins this year, which I think he actually might. But that's all the time we have for this week. Thanks for joining us for our Oscars Prediction Special. Make sure you like our Facebook page so you can keep up with all of our episodes. Also, make sure you follow KNWT's Instagram at KNWT8 and like their Facebook page so you can keep up with all of the KNWT shows. Check back in next week to plug in for all the entertainment news. I'm Jacob Hayworth, and I'll see you next week.